Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. Today we're going to go ahead and take a look at our boy, the new Dokkan Fest Kid BUU. Kid BUU was long overdue for a new card. It's really hard to say, I think, for who's going to be better between Kid BUU and Super Saiyan 3 Goku, because I think Kid BUU fully built up is probably, I think his performance is like the best of any TUR in the game. Better than the androids, better than Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Like, fully built up Kid BUU with the active skill and with everything is going to be a real menace. But, it does take a little bit of build-up to get there. He does have to attack 4 times and be hit 6 times, essentially, to activate his buffs completely. He can do his active skill if there's a BUU Saga category enemy, but of course that's going to be, a very, 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 very specific set of circumstances that you're going to be able to pop that, right? It's not going to be a common occurrence where you're just going to be able to be fighting a Majin BUU Saga enemy like all the time to be able to get that active skill, right? I do think Kid BUU should be pretty good. He does give himself Ki as a TUR, which is really good, especially for a Kid BUU character who has very specific Ki links, Majin, right? And Kid BUU's on a lot of teams. I think Kid BUU is actually going to be really, really good. Now, keep in mind, the way I do the 55% videos, it's my first time using the character. So, remember, Kid BUU is a big bad boss's character. The thing about these characters is it is actually like night and day when big bad bosses gets to level 10. You guys do have to keep that in mind, right? So, we are going to see Kid BUU. He is going to be looking good, but obviously he will look much better once we get him to level 10 links. Alright guys, so we're here in an event. We are starting out on the Majin BUU Saga team. Now, one good thing about Kid BUU is that he is leading the BUU Saga. I've said this many times, I do think that the BUU Saga needed a villain leader, especially as a BUU. So, we could very easily just run, sort of a very BUU-centric lineup here. And then we got the couple of Deborah units who are supporting, right? Now, the one thing that is an issue, by the way, the friend here is 55% and all that. The one thing that is a major issue, though, for Kid BUU in his leader skill is the fact that he's a 170 HP and attack lead and then a 130% defense. I feel like that is unfortunate. I did want to run him as a lead at least once in this. I mean, I can hear the whiny baby say, "Oh my god, the showcase is so bad. It's a 130% defensive lead." It's like, yeah, okay, man. Listen, I wish they just gave Kid BUU 170% attack and defense like they did for Goku. But what can I say? Dokkan loves Goku and hates BUU, man. Now, a couple of things, right? Kid BUU is going to look completely different with this character next to him. Buff BUU. Remember that Buff BUU is okay. I don't want to call him really good, but I'm hesitant to call him, bad as well, right? It's like he dropped in a period of time where power creep was really accelerating fast. If you're at basically full health, he could be okay. But, he's not the greatest. If this guy, in some fashion, got a new unit, like Buff BUU, maybe transforming into Kid BUU or something like that, this Kid BUU would be a menace. The main issue, I think, for him is just, Kid BUU's links, we should really, I guess, talk about this right now. So his link set, right, he has... I think, yeah, the order is different. The Dokkan Wiki order is different. Here, let me take a look here. So, okay. The first link, what is this? This is More Than Meets the Eye, right? Then he's got Brutal Beatdown right here. Big Bad Bosses. Majin. This is Infinite Regeneration right here. This is The Wall Standing Tall. And then this right here is Fierce Battle. Kid BUU, right? All these links, like Majin, 2 Ki, 15% attack and defense. Wall Standing Tall, 20% attack, Infinite Regeneration, 2 Ki, 3%, 8 HP, regen, 10% defense, Big Bad Bosses, 25% attack and defense. Kid BUU has all these links. Kid BUU is generating so much power through links. So he is going to be just way better as a lot of these links are activated. So that's why, again, a very powerful buff BUU to pair with this Kid BUU would be a devastating rotation. I'm going to go ahead and pop... Okay, so we're fighting a Majin BUU Saga category enemy, so we could use his active skill right away. I'm going to pop this active skill with one Kid BUU. We have the 155% Kid BUU right here. On the other turn, we'll be able to see what the Kid BUU does, without having the active skill. So let's go ahead and play this. This is a permanent 20% attack and defensive buff in battle, which is pretty big. A 20% permanent active skill attack and offensive buff is not minuscule whatsoever. Alright, so Kid Buu is jumped up. We're going to see him doing much more impressive sort of damage and tanking as well right here. Now, when you're going through traditional events, remember that, you know, the main way to be able to use Kid Buu's active skill is by receiving 6 attacks. I feel like, you know, you could get very unlucky, but I feel like it'll be common that turn 5 or turn 4, you should be able to pop his active skill. Probably like turn 5. Turn 5 to me, like Kid Buu's 3rd turn, probably going to be realistic that you're going to have his active skill. And again, he does get a massive buff. Now, this Super Buu right here is probably due up for an easy in this celebration. This Super Buu with a celebration will be looking pretty good. We do have a number of links activated. I believe this guy does not have big bad bosses, which is the only unfortunate thing for him. But, I mean, we don't have big bad bosses level 10, so it wouldn't be activated anyway. So this is Kid Buu with a bunch of links active. Let's go ahead and see what he looks like, 55%. And he gets to 2.75. That's with 50% support and with his active skill up. I mean, that's not really that good. Kid Buu, just immediately, the first glance at him is, wow, that's an equip. An equip gave him an additional right there. That does matter quite a bit. But this character, this is a character that, like, bare minimum is not going to be that impressive. What I mean by that is, like, low link levels, low dupe system, like, hidden potential system love. I don't think that this Kid Buu is really going to be too crazy. This is a character, he wants all of these buffs. Like, you know, you're able to min-max him to really turn him into a god when he's fully built up. Again, with the auto link leveling a thing, what are we at right here? 85k. Remember, we'd have almost everything activated on this turn. We would have Big Bad Bosses activated if it was at link level 10. But remember, Kid Buu is going to be really good. You just have to min-max him. Like, you have to get the links and all that shit done. Also, keep in mind that with auto link leveling is easier than ever before. I mean, really, doing a couple of runs per day with auto is not tough. On quest stage 8, 9, I think it's very easy to get done. I continue to highly recommend you get your Big Bad Bosses characters done. Because a character like Kid Buu, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Super Saiyan 2 Goku, you know, you got him at link levels 4 and 5. He's still going to perform well. Kid Buu is just, he's completely different when you get these link levels up and when you don't. Like, I'm telling y'all, it's a massive difference in his level of power. Okay, what are we looking at right here? Okay, now he's cooking. So, remember that Kid Buu gets 30% attack and defense with each attack performed, up to a max of 120%. We got 3 attacks in last turn, so 1 more attack and he's fully built up. And we have his active skill up, and we do have a lot of his links activated. So now Kid Buu is starting to look pretty good, right? Like, once we start building him up. That first turn, Kid Buu is also not going to be that impressive. But as you build him up, you know, you get the active skill up, you get his passive fully built up. I think this Kid Buu can start to look pretty good. Yeah, 5 million right there. Huge jump. He generates so much power through this, like, sort of, like, relentless attacking mechanic that he's got going on right here. Okay, so that Kid Buu is fully built up right there. Okay, not bad, not bad. I mean, we're seeing that turn looked pretty good right there, but again, that's pretty deep into the events, right? You having all this stuff activated and stuff like that. And remember that defense we had on that turn actually was, you know, under a double 130% defensive lead too. Not like that was really the best, you know, defensive lead or anything. All right, so we'll get these stats right here from 55% Kid Buu. And then we'll go to a different team. Maybe we'll go to, like, Transformation Boost or Planetary Destruction. We'll go to something. We'll test Kid Buu out on a couple of different teams and sort of see how he looks. I think Kid Buu... Ooh, okay. I mean, the numbers definitely improve as he's supering. I think Kid Buu, fully built up, is probably the best TUR in the game. But, you know, you guys know I really like my turn 1, you know, characters and stuff like that. You know, Kid Buu, the opening round is not going to be the best, but you know, when you're on turn 7 or 8 in one of these legendary events, Kid Buu is demonic. He's not getting hurt. Remember, he heals 20% HP at the end of the turn. He does have super attack nullifications as well. I mean, he's got some stuff here for sure. Alright, so now over here on the Majin Power team. On this team, we will have a full 170% leader skill buff. So here's Buu. We're getting a lot of defensive support. What does Buu Kid Bobbity give? He gives... It's 50%... No, it's 50% defense he's giving. So we're getting 50% defensive support. We're getting 100% defensive support right here. We're at 128k defense. Not really the craziest, for sure. But again, Kid Buu, he needs time to build up. This is a character that he's going to look a lot better as we're getting deeper in events compared to, you know, what he's going to look like at the video start. Like 1.99 right there, even with the support. Certainly not the craziest attack stat ever. Again, I think that this is a good glimpse. This character, with dupes, with the link levels, with equips, you know, like when you're really min-maxing him, he's going to be really impressive. But if you're someone who's putting very limited, like, time into, like, building up some of these characters, stuff like that, if you're not giving them equips, you're not link leveling, right? Like, this Kid Buu, I don't think is really going to be that impressive. That's what I'm gaining, like, I'm sort of, like, getting from this, 55% video right here, is that he's just going to be way more impressive, like, the more we go on. I'm going to go ahead and play Buhan's active skill right here. This is a Kid Buu video. We're going to make, you know, get the audio in here for this.
これはいい。前よりさらにパワーアップしてしまったぞ。すぐ楽にしてやる。ほんの少し苦しむだけだ。
Alright, and we'll go ahead and have Buhan sit down these androids. Okay. Again, we'll keep going. We'll look at Kid Buu across a couple of different teams. I do want to take a look at Kid Buu fully built up again under like a proper leader skill. We saw him completely built up, but it was only under, you know, the 130% defensive lead that we are getting from that one team, right? So we should sort of see more than just that. Not really too bad though. You know, I think Kid Buu, I'm looking at him and I can see that he's got a lot of potential, right? Maxed out Kid Buu, I think, is going to be a threat. Potentially, you know, right now, Buhan is a dead unit, right? I say that and people instantly go, well, we've got the LR, what are you talking about? What? Oh, what are you talking about? Are you stupid? Remember that the LR Buhan is LR Buu tanks, right? We do need a better standalone Buhan. Like, that comes, a better standalone buff Buu comes out, right? Like, if these units come out in the next several months, right, you know, within the next 7 months or something like that, like, you know, these Buu teams are going to be really good. Because remember, like, all the healing, don't forget, like, one thing I'm sort of glossing over here is that STR Kid Buu gets 20% healing. When he, STR Kid Buu is getting us 20% healing at the end of the turn in which an attack was received. One other thing he is doing too, I mean, this is not really as big of a deal, honestly, but Kid Buu is, he does have a 70% chance of nullifying melee super attacks, unarmed super attacks. I'll make sure to get that animation here in the video, but it's not like, I don't know, I just feel like melee supers by enemies are just really not that common, although I think the androids, if they super right here, I'm going to be a little bummed I put, okay, good. The androids right here, I believe they do an unarmed or melee super, whatever you want to call it. Kid Buu's got a great chance of nullifying that, but it's just not as good as nullifying Ki Blast supers. The thing I really don't get, ooh, okay, his attack stat jumped up quite a bit right there. But the thing I don't get, why do the androids, Ki Blasts are by far and away the most common, and the androids just nullify it, right? They got the little bit of HP restriction, but it's not really that big of a deal. But then, like, you know, melee or unarmed supers are so uncommon, and then Kid Buu has only a chance to nullify? I don't understand that. I don't understand why the melee, they're so scared about you nullifying melee or unarmed supers, and I really don't understand. Because it's like, you know, LR Gogeta has to 18k super first. It's so stupid. So I don't really know what they're going for with that, because they're so uncommon. Alright, so we're here in an event. We're on Planetary Destruction, but we have all the pieces we need for Kid Buu to look crazy on this team, right? We got Buff Buu and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and see how good like this will be a good run to see what Kid Buu is capable of, right? Because we have the 170% double leader skill. We will be able to easily build up Kid Buu. Let's go ahead and see what Kid Buu likes once he's fully built up on a Planetary Destruction team here. Alright, so now we have the 20% permanent active skill buff. We can go ahead and rock our boy Kid Buu and sort of like tear through here. Again, remember that, you know, we would be looking much better in terms of, like, you know, having links activated and stuff like that, if Kid Buu was link leveled up. But, you know, it's okay. I'll make sure to get to the grind. We'll get the level 10 link video out for this boy pretty fast. There's no world tournament to sort of block my link leveling shine right now. I'll be able to get him done. Although there is a lot of content. There's still so much. Over January, I gotta catch up and do all these. Like, I still gotta do the link level 10s for all these heroes units. Like, there's still just a lot of stuff I gotta get done. So January, your boy is going to be grinding. And I'm gonna do the end of the year top 10s. People always look forward to those. I'll probably do. I think I will do them because January and June are typically two very slow periods for JP Dokkan, and really usually Global Dokkan as well. It's not particularly hype in January or June either. So I'll probably continue to do, like, you know, top 10s in those two time slots. Let's get Buff Buu out of here. We want Buff Buu, of course, to be on the same rotation as STR Kid Buu, right? Because, you know, that's where we're going to, you know, we get 6 out of 7 links activated with Buff Buu. And that's why, like, I'm sitting here kind of, honestly, like, Buff Buu doesn't really do very much, like, in the anime or anything like that, in terms of, like, attack animations that they could give him. But, like, some sort of, like, LR... I guess, I mean, if I wanted to be really greedy, what they could do is it could be a Buff Buu that turn 1 transformed into Kid Buu. That would be pretty sick. Like, because then, because it's a transformation character, we could have 2 Kid Buus next to each other sharing all of these links, right? Like, if they dropped an LR Kid Buu, and, you know, instead of more than meets the eye, he had legendary power, but the rest of his link set was the same, he would be so fucking nasty. The rotation of an LR Kid Buu and this STR Kid Buu would be so beyond belief nasty. It would be just disgusting. I would love to see that. Okay, so what are we looking at right here? 200k defense. We have him here with third form Frieza. Keep in mind, right, that third form Frieza is giving sworn enemy category support. So he is supporting Kid Buu. Third form Frieza is supporting Kid Buu, right? That's the thing with this third form Frieza is he does not need full power Frieza around to be good. This Frieza is still one of the best units in the game. The fact that he's going to work very well with Kid Buu will be very helpful. Again, because a lot of these characters here have got big bad bosses, which is going to make a lot of them look really good together. So, Planetary Destruction is... I actually really like that team. It is, unfortunately, another team, 3.9, by the way, Kid Buu's up to, but it is another team where it is very unfortunate that, you know, if Legendary Super Saiyan Dragon Ball Z Broly, if they just decided to give his ass big bad bosses, Broly is just so much better, it's unthinkable. And it really sucks for Broly, because he has that shitty Berserker link, which 99.9% of the time you will never have active and you'll never get any value out of that. Imagine if all these Brolys, instead of that goddamn awful shitty Berserker link, if instead of that he was rocking big bad fucking bosses. Dude, Broly would be a god, right? Again, he's got this bullshit right here. Trash. Put big bad bosses on that instead. And he's just a completely different unit. It would be so nuts. How much better of a character he would be under those circumstances, man. Okay, so we'll probably... I might do one more turn, because we do have Kid Buu now fully built up, right? He's done his 4 attacks. And then, of course, he has also gotten his active skill buff off. So on this next turn, we will see fully built up Kid Buu. on a double 170% lead. So remember, he's getting 3 key, 180% attack and defense start of turn. You know, he has the full 120% build up from doing 4 attacks. He still recovers 20% HP at the end of the turn in which he was attacked. And then he's got the great chance of nullifying the melee super. That's one thing I do want to do. Let me... okay, so we're going to do 3 things after this next turn. I want to get the melee super animation in the video. Then I want to take Kid Buu into a extreme Super Battle Road stage. And then we'll go ahead and break down his details. But this Kid Buu looks good, man. He looks like a very powerful unit. I think he is a pretty easy skip, honestly, all things considered. It's just, there's a lot of circumstances involving that, right? Dragon Ball Superhero, you know, coming up with, you know, with banners probably in April for Golden Week, where this Kid Buu and Super Saiyan 3 Goku very likely could return, right? Kid Buu, you really want to min-max him for Kid Buu to be looking really good as well, right? So there's a lot of factors going into it like that. All right, so we have Buu with almost everything activated. Remember, you know, if Big Bad Bosses was level 10, we'd be getting a massive boost right here. He'd be well over 300k defense at 55% right here with Big Bad Bosses, right? Don't forget that every super attack he does, he's giving himself 30% defense as well from his super attack effect, right? Kid Buu, he raises attack by 30%, defense by 30%, then he has a 30% chance to stun. Kid Buu does from his super attack effect right there. So, all right, cool. Let's go ahead and see what he does right here. Again, after this, we'll go ahead and get the melee or unarmed super attack animation for him. And then we'll go test him out in an extreme Super Battle Road stage. But, yeah, Kid Buu, man, he does look quite good. I think this unit is looking pretty good. But it's just like, you know, his character, I think, that's really going to be helped by dupes, really going to be helped by link levels and a lot of that stuff, right? His links, 5.88, maxed out, like, he's, like, at, like, 11 million right here. Seriously. Like, he's like, that attack set would double all the power he's getting from links having leveled up and stuff like that. Kid Buu can really look quite nasty. He can. And, again, don't forget, that 20% HP regen at the end of the turn in which an attack was received is pretty good, considering he's also got infinite regeneration, which is going to heal at the start of turn. That will pop for, like, him and Buff Buu, so you get the 6% healing there, and then the end of the turn you get 20% healing, and this guy's rocking 500k defense and all that shit. Like, you know, again, SCR Kid Buu is pretty good, man. Pretty good. Alright, I'm pretty sure we should get the nullification here from this Kid Buu right here, so let's go ahead and let this turn play out. And we should see our boy Kid Buu go ahead and get the super attack nullification. Well, I guess it is a 70% chance, so hopefully we get the good RNG. I don't think my 55% Kid Buu will one-shot him. 4 million without... No, I did use his active skill. Okay. But still 4 million. Not bad. I mean, that's no support right there, right? So, like, Kid Buu is able to put up numbers for sure. He does get his additional, but, you know, again, 55%, he's not going to finish him off. All right, so let's go ahead and see. Nullification right here. Yep, there it is. Boom! Takes the hit, and then he turns into the little, like, kite. Kid Buu kite. So stupid. I love... Kid Buu is so goofy. He does so much stupid shit. He really could definitely... Like, he could facilitate another LR, for sure. LR Kid Buu is going to be very fun. Alright, guys, so we're here in Majin Buu Saga. Or, excuse me, no, this is just Extreme Class. This is Extreme Class, Extreme Super Battle Road. We got a very unfortunate opening turn right here. Okay. I guess let's go ahead and pop Kid Buu's active skill. I mean, this does give us the extra buffs, but if we're able to use it, we're able to use it right away against these Buu Saga enemies. I am uncertain of how Kid Buu is going to do at 55% Link Level 1 against this Trunks. I don't know. This is going to be very scary. Kid Buu will build up a lot, but again, this Trunks is going to be a little bit of an issue here. Let's go ahead and hit him, and let's see what happens here. We actually could die right here. Kid Buu, by the way, with Big Bad Bosses level 10, is going to work good on a lot of these villain teams. Like, he doesn't necessarily need another Buu next to him to be good, because of the fact that Kid Buu gives himself ki at the start of turn. That 3 ki Kid Buu gives himself at the start of turn will help him greatly in just running him on like a villain setup like this right here. Damage definitely not the most impressive. I mean, this is without any support or anything like that, right? Like this is not really a showcase setting anymore. We're in like a Super Battle Road run. He did get the stun off though. I mean, it's a good example of how he can be good right there, right? So we were able to get the stun off. He does have a medium chance of stunning the enemy. Both Kid Buu and the transforming Goku, both of them have a 30% chance to stun. So that was not bad by Kid Buu. I mean, that's a good display right there of how Kid Buu can be impressive in a Super Battle Road stage, honestly, right? Like, that's pretty good. Kid Buu, I like Kid Buu. I do think he is very good. I think both of these units are very good. Both Kid Buu and Super Saiyan 2/3 Goku, I think both of them can just be overall very impressive characters. They're going to be able to provide a lot of damage. They've got a lot of defense as well, both of them. You know, they have good link sets for a lot of the teams that they're running, right? Goku has that really strong Saiyan link set. Kid Buu has, you know, some good links to like Big Bad Bosses and Brutal Beatdown that he would share with a lot of villain characters. I guess also maybe Wall Standing Tall. A lot of characters that fight Gohan seem to have Wall Standing Tall, but yeah, not bad. I think we'll get one more turn out of Kid Buu right here, but just that one turn already of Super Battle Road in here, and we saw Kid Buu really contribute heavily, right? He's able to get the stun, you know, and then defensively, I feel like he would have been okay after he did a couple of those attacks, and then also, after he did a couple of those attacks, and then also got his defensive super attack effect as well. It's up to 164k right there. Yeah, again, not really too bad. So here, let's go ahead and do this right here. We'll make this the last turn right here, but I do think Kid Buu is actually a pretty good unit. I do like this Kid Buu, man. I think he really is quite good. And I think, you know, once you get him rainbowed full level 10 links, I think that's where he's going to be, like, really impressive. There is up to a 3 million attack stat. Again, it's going to be very easy with Kid Buu, too, on these teams. These villain setups, you know, you've got a lot of characters like Janemba and the Golden Freezes and stuff like that, where you can easily sort of rock them in slot 1, you know, allow Kid Buu to build up. Kid Buu fully built up can be put in slot 1 for sure, but you've got characters that will easily allow Kid Buu to slide into slot 2 already. Same thing with Goku. Like, all of Goku's teams have got, like, really good slot 1 characters. So even though Kid Buu and this Super Saiyan 3 Goku seem to work best in slot 2, I don't really think it's going to be that much of a detriment to them at all. They seem really good. Alright, this is Majin, Conductor of Destruction. Kid Buu. His leader skill is Battle of Fates or Majin Buu Saga category key 3. 170% HP and attack and 130% defense. Again, a bit of a shame. I am not the biggest fan of the 130% defense, so I probably wouldn't run this guy as a lead too often, but, I mean, double Kid Buu is definitely going to work in a lot of difficult content, right? So, you know, we'll see what the situation will look like. His super attack is the Burst Rejection, which raises attack and defense for 1 turn. It's a 30% buff, does immense damage, and then has a medium chance, a 30% chance of stunning the enemy. His passive skill, Endless Calamity, gives him 3 key and 180% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then he gets an additional 30% attack and defense with each attack performed, up to a maximum of 120%. Then he launches a guaranteed additional that has a medium chance, a 30% chance of being a super attack. Then he recovers 20% HP at the end of a turn in which he gets hit. And then he has a great chance, a 70% chance of nullifying an unarmed or melee super attack directed at the character, right? He has an active skill, Evil War Cry, which gives him a permanent active skill buff of 20% attack and defense in battle, which is pretty good. And that can be activated if there's a Majin Buu Saga category enemy, or after he receives 6 or more attacks in battle. His link set is Majin, Brutal Beatdown, More Than Meets the Eye, Big Bad Bosses, Infinite Regeneration, The Wall Standing Tall, and Fierce Battle. 12P multiplier is 150%. In terms of EZAs he can help in, I guess there's no physical EZAs, because AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Int Ultimate Gohan, AGL Super Vegito, STR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and AGL Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. The STR 18, I guess the AGL Goten and Physical Kid Trunks, that's the only one. Tech Angel Super Saiyan 3 Goku, AGL Transforming Goku, Tech Transforming Frieza, So it's just that one easy ace. So not really easy ace, where Kid Buu is going to be able to help out, which is a little bit unfortunate there. And then finally, our boy Kid Buu is on a million category teams, right? He's on so many teams. Of course, he's on the new Battle of Fate team, where I do think he can be pretty good for sure. He's also over here on the Majin Buu Saga team. Good that they finally do get a villain lead, although I wish his leader skill percentages were different. He's over here on the Revived Warrior team as well. He'll work really good with a lot of the major villain units on this team. He's also over here on the Transformation Boost team as well. Here he is on the Artificial Lifeform team. This team needs a better lead, definitely. He's also over here on the Majin Power team. What else does he have? Dude, look at this. This is Planetary Destruction. Planetary Destruction is actually one of my favorite teams in the game, but people just don't really run this team. This team does not get run at all. No one runs Planetary Destruction. No one runs Int Broly as lead, right? Because he's not good with movie bosses. Because he doesn't have goddamn big bad bosses, which really sucks. Then, of course, Kid Buu is also on, what is this? This is Storied Figures right here. Then Kid Buu is also on... Which one is this? This is Legendary Existence. Some of these like weird teams, right? Legendary Existence. Then he's on Sworn Enemy. He'll work really good on Sworn Enemy. That'll be a really good team for him. Then down here, he's on the Accelerated Battle team. And then finally, he is down here on the Worldwide Turmoil team. He'll be a nice addition to that team for sure. Yeah, he definitely will be. So let me know what you guys think of Dokkan Fest Kid Buu 55%. He's definitely really good, but he's going to be way better once he is maxed out. So thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.